What I'm going to say here is you all are going to learn, watch your attitude. Watch your attitude. That's all I'm going to say. Watch your attitude. And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I'm going up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for RuPaul's Drag Race Season 11, Episode 7. And as I said, where this episode started off, you need to watch your attitude. Raja came right in there. Now, Raja walks right in. Attitude funky. She didn't even want to read the mirror for Scarlett. And then was saying, girl, she thinks too much of herself. She just need to go home. She thinks too much of herself and this, that, thing, and the other. And I said, but Miss Raja, you right now, you feeling yourself. Like you're really feeling yourself. And then the worker is, you're feeling yourself because you took and you sent her home during a lip sync for your life. But you only get to do the lip sync battle for your life when your ass is in the bottom too. That's why you end up lip syncing for your life. So you need to watch yourself too. Because you kind of doing what it is you accusing her of doing. Now you are the self-proclaimed lip sync assassin. Watch your attitude too, mama. Anyway, moving on. So the mini challenge this week was a potato sack race, what they was calling boobography. I said, I get this was one of them clown moments. They got their little falsies on halfway up in drag, and they doing a little you know how a potato sack race goes. Child just said they could be bouncing their boobs. Just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Nina West and Sugar ended up winning that challenge. The Maxi Challenge then moved on. This episode felt like a filler episode that you would have for a regular reality show. It wasn't really about nothing. It really wasn't all that entertaining. It was just a challenge to get somebody out. That's all. It was like, let's fill this in. We'll just throw something in here. It was given very much Project Runway is what it was given. Organic farmware is basically what it was, and it had to be reminiscent of a New York Fashion Week moment. So they brought in all this organic food. It was all this corn and beans and different things of that nature. And they had to create something. So it was literally a Project Runway challenge. They were literally making an outfit from food, unconventional items. I was like, whatever. So we go in there. The funny thing to me was Sugar was sitting around eating up all of the goddamn resources. I was like, girl, if you don't stop eating all this old dirty fruit and stuff, she was just eating. I said, I guess. Anyway, Miss Evie, watch yourself, girl. Evie busts out and tells him, girl, I'm going to be making a dress I'm making the dress that Soju got sent home in, but I'm doing it the right way. I said, oh, y'all being nasty. Oh, y'all are just being nasty. I said, you girls better watch y'all's attitudes. Y'all are acting so nasty. I said, oh my God. Then we had a whole moment. And this was the thing. And this was definitely the plastique episode. Rue comes down and her and Plastique end up having this whole situation where they talk, and she told her about, her coming from a Vietnamese family, and they really look down upon, like, why would a little boy want to be dressed in drag and all of this stuff, and her family didn't know that she even did drag, and they just definitely wouldn't be here for it. And whenever she's tried to come out and be herself and be feminine, it was frowned upon and all of this. And she broke down and got to crying, and it was very touching. And Rue told her, I'm your mama now. This, that, thing, and the other. You know how Rue did. So all of that was cool. And then I look over, and that damn Raja is looking at her like, just not buying it at all. I said, Raja, girl, listen, I can imagine what this is going to look like in the blogs, honey. I can imagine how the kids is going to react. Miss Raja, this not going to turn out good for you, girl. That's not nice. That's not nice at all. I wasn't feeling it. It left me with a feeling like, Miss Raja, really? That was quite nasty. You know what I mean? Every gay child has some type of a journey. Even the ones who their families completely accepted them and everything was good at home, they got a story too, because I promise you, there's some space that they actually have gone into where they learned that everybody doesn't love what you are and who you are. So I don't ever discount anybody's story getting to where they are when it comes to their sexuality. I don't do that. And it's very ugly when any of us do it. It just doesn't look good. Because if a heterosexual person does it, you be up in arms. So Miss Raja, girl, you're out of order. Out of order. And I can imagine what the blogs are going to look like this week. But that wasn't cool. I didn't like that. And I'm teasing when I said this is the plastique episode, and it was the plastic episode, and you'll see what I mean as we go forward. But I didn't like that stance that Raja had. It was just nasty. As you can see, Raja was irritating me. This was the episode where Raja was really irritating me, Lon. Honey, she's irritating the shit out of me. But anyway, moving on. So we go, and Rue says, we got a surprise runway coach. He's like, oh, okay. So I said, well, what are they going to do? Teach them some walking techniques. So I said, well, who would they bring in to walk? I said, maybe it'll be Miss J, from Tyra, maybe Miss J. And I looked and I was like, no, this is a blonde, this is a whole full-on drag queen. And they're standing there with this bad blonde wig. It was like big, big pageant hair. And I looked, baby, she turned around. I said, ask Miss Alyssa. I said, okay. Y'all know I like Alyssa Edwards. Baby, Miss Alyssa popped in, baby, with the girls, honey. I said, come on, Miss Alyssa. Miss Alyssa's a good time. So for like 15 minutes that we had Miss Alyssa, it was the funniest shit. They were doing their little runway stuff, and she was teaching them to walk. And it was just funny because, Miss Alyssa reads down. Baby, Miss Vanjie came out there walking, honey. She says, okay, girl, come on, slow down, Miss Vanjie, girl. You pumping like you running from the police, girl. It was fun. It was fun that she said, who was it? Was pumping like they were running for the bus. I can't remember which one it was, but Alyssa was funny as hell. But of course, you all know Alyssa is Plastic's mom. She's her drag mom. So that's why I was like, it's the Plastic episode, child. And after this point, Plastique had actually had her little breakthrough moment with Rue. And baby, she was showing herself, baby, because that's what Alyssa was like, girl, don't embarrass me, honey. Do not embarrass me, honey. And she got that her, and Miss Plastique was getting it, honey. Throwing splits and carried on. I was like, what that got to do with Runway? But okay. All right, but we know who you belong to, honey. Dancing Alyssa. So it was fun. It was fun. She enjoyed herself. And then she said, I got a surprise. Y'all going to be cutting a jig, honey. So she done came, and now they had to learn choreography. She taught them a Western line dance that they were going to do for Rue. I said, oh, Lordy, okay. All right. Guest judges this week was Amber Valletta and Candy Burrs from, Candy from Real Housewives of Atlanta and Escape, that Candy. We go back into the workroom. Child Miss Plastique done stole this bark that some bark that Raja was going to be using on her outfit. Raja mad about that. I said, oh, and that wasn't cool. That wasn't cool. I was like, "No, Miss Plastic, you trying it, girl." But shut up, Raja. Anyway, Raja decided to make these pants out of burlap, and she kept saying, "I'm going to show my skills." Now, this is where I'm saying, what is going on with you girls who claim to be able to sew, and then y'all are having such a hard time with these sewing challenges? Because it seemed like there was always some issue with Scarlett when there was a sewing challenge. Like she didn't do well. She could sew. The stuff she came in with, fantastic. But under pressure, her sewing is sloppy as shit. Same thing with Raja. I'm like, I don't understand sewing and shit coming apart. And I don't know. Okay. But the self-professed sewing girls seem to keep having problems with their sewing. I don't get it. But anyway. So for the challenge, Evie she said some shit up her sleeve for maybe she glammed up. And I loved her little look. She had a little orange finger wave situation going on, and her dress was everything she did was very glammed up. Now, one, she's not a beautiful queen, you know what I mean? So she's not she has an odd look, but it still was very high fashion, very runway esque. She definitely, the I thought she killed this runway look. I hated her shoes. Them some ugly ass shoes. But it was what it was. But I thought she looked really good. Nina West, to me, of course, she went and she did the thing with corn husks. Very reminiscent of Rue's white dress with all the little pieces that's on the wall where she has the whole Trojan looking hairdo. Well, I love that picture. But yeah, she was saying she was going for that, and I was like, okay, but all right, girl, we'll take it as inspiration. But it just looked awkward. And Nina's tall and she's heavy, so it's like all these legs, and it just looked odd. She just looked very awkward to me. I was like, I don't know about that look. I wasn't. I don't know. It could have been her movement, but Amber Valletta told her, she said, you need to come on and warm up your tones for your makeup because you have a very pretty face and you're not using it. Everything is very theatrical and very clownish, and she mutes out, and everything is really whitewashed and hard painted. She looks like a chalkboard. And so I'm waiting to see if Nina softens up her look, because her look is very stark. It's very that. So, and that's makeup. So she could do this. So we're going to see. And that's the one thing I will give Nina. Every piece of information they give Nina, she does go and use it some way, shape, or form. So I'm interested to see what she comes up with next week. Well, y'all know she was safe. Okay. Raja, I see what she was going for, but the pants was fucked up. Then she had on these white ass shoes. I said, white shoes when you ain't even wearing white. True signs of a true whore. I said, ugh. And the bad sewing. I said, oh God. It just was ridiculous. Then Raja also did bad in the line dance. Like even when they were showing the clips and she did just kind of disappear into the background. I was like, and you're a self-professed dancer. Girl, what's going on? Anyway, Plastique won overall. Her look was groovy. Though it was still a bodysuit, honey. Catch it. Anyway, I think my favorite look was actually the denim. It was a denim look that was done by Brooklyn, and it was just very chic and very runway. And then it had a little risque factor where the back was dropped all the way out, and she showed a little crack. I got a problem with crack. I don't like people showing their butt crack. That's just something about butt crack showing in an outfit for me just turns me off. I just can't, male or female. I just think it just takes something down for me. But I love the outfit, but the butt crack cheapened it. Because I've seen, like, back in the day where, that was like a thing. You would hit the runway, and there was this thing about, this whole back out moment. Is the moment that the crack shows, I'm done. You just turned it into a $10 dress for me. And it could be $1 million gown, but as soon as that butt crack show, I'm like, I can't get it with the crack. Crack kills, honey. Moving on. Anyway, so the bottoms were Raja and Akaria. Akaria just went the whole opposite direction. I was like, girl, what is that shit? It was, ugh. Anyway, yeah, I didn't care for it too much. And then they gave them Strut by Sheena Easton, which is a dry ass song. Y'all know I love Sheena Easton. Charlie should have gave them, honey, Sugar Walls, honey, and let the girls go at it, honey. I'd have been up here on the floor getting it with them. But they did Strut, and it was just kind of, it was a boring lip sync. It really was. It was boring. But I think the thing that threw me over was Raja lost her ponytail. She was trying to be all cute with her little ponytail, and she did one of these and swung her ponytail around trying to be cute, honey, and it came off. It literally just detached and it didn't hit the floor. She had it in her hand. Then she started trying to play with it. I said, no, bitch, your hair fell off. You're going home. And sure enough, Rue was like, girl, good night. Send her ass right packing. Like I said in the beginning, watch your attitude. Karma. Anyway, so Raj is gone. See you, girl. All right, y'all. So I will catch you all next week. Last thing I'm going to say before I'm gone, Candy Burrs was a hard-ass judge. Candy was hard, and she was very, very nitpicky. Y'all know I watch The Real Housewives of Atlanta, and y'all know I review it every week. Candy, girl, your fashions don't be on that often to the point where you really get to be that hard as a judge, bitch. And I'm going to leave that right there. Sometimes you get it right. Most times you don't. Anyway, moving on. I'll talk to y'all later.